Hello everyone, happy Saturday, and thank you for joining me for another batch of trivia. Doug, Tualatin Public Library, you know what it is. Let's get down to business because I've got 3 juicy rounds for y'all. Here we go, round 1, 8 questions. Let's get started. We've got plant symbolism. Plants, trees, flowers, used in artwork or throughout history to mean different things or have different purposes. Let's get into it. Number 1, this shrub is sometimes burned in a ceremony called smudging, usually used by indigenous peoples of the Americas, warding away bad energy, things like that. Smudging. What type of shrub is used typically? Number 2, this was the name of Charles Foster Kane's sled in the film Citizen Kane. Spoilers, the big reveal of the film. It's pretty old though, so hopefully you've seen it by now. Number 3, in the Bible, Adam and Eve use the leaves of this tree to cover their shameful nudity. What type of leaves in the Bible? Okay, in the mid-17th century, this exotic fruit was a symbol of the utmost luxury to European nobility, with certain monarchs paying the equivalent of thousands of dollars for the privilege to acquire one. Also sort of a symbol of colonialism. Which fruit? Number 5, from ancient Greek custom, the branch of this tree symbolizes peace or victory, depending on how you look at it. The branch of which tree? All right, number 6. These flowers are associated with funeral services, and their white petals are supposed to symbolize innocence, the innocence that's sort of given to the soul in death. Which flowers? And number 7, in several countries, these flowers serve as a remembrance to those that have shed blood during wartime and are often worn during remembrance days in various countries. So which flowers? And number 8, Marvin Gaye popularized a song about this type of plant, using it as a euphemism for a spreading rumor. So there's your final question for round number 1. I'm going to move on into round number 2. We've got famous firsts. So these are the first something. So oftentimes the answer is going to be a person, the first person to do something. Number 1, in 1920, this baseball player became the first to hit over 50 home runs in a season. Over 50 home runs in a season. First person to do it, 1920. And number 2, in 1981, she became the first woman elected to the United States Supreme Court. First woman, U.S. Supreme Court, 1981. Okay, number 3, in 2001, she became the first woman of color to win an Oscar for Best Actress for her role in Monsters Ball. Great movie, difficult to watch. Good performance though, great performance. Number 4, in 1939, he became the first president to speak on television, and the last. No, I'm just kidding, just the first. Who was it? Number 5, in 1976, she became the first woman to anchor a network evening news TV program. Went on to host shows like Today, The View, and 2020. And number 6, she is one of only 5 self-made female billionaires and the first author to make over $1 billion. $1 billion. Number 7, in 1911, she became the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes, with a chemistry award that year and a physics award in 1903. She's also the first woman to win either one of those, and she won both. Pretty cool. And number 8, in 1872, President Ulysses S. Grant declared this area to be the first national park on the planet. That's pretty cool. Which park? The first. And round 3, I love this one, so much fun. So we have 8 Lego figurines of famous figures from all walks of life. So you're going to have 8 Lego figurines that depict a person. I need to know who it is that they're depicting. So boom, boom, bam, there it is. Okay, now let's get into the answers. Back to round 1, plant symbolism. Smudging ceremony uses sage. And the sled in Citizen Kane, rosebud. And Adam and Eve used the leaves of this tree to hide their terrible bodies, so shameful. Fig leaf. And number 4, an exotic fruit, symbolizes luxury, scarcity, colonialism, all kinds of stuff. Pineapple. Pineapples, very hard to grow in Europe because climate not so great for that. Number 5, ancient Greek custom. The branch of this tree symbolizes peace or victory. Olive branch, extending the olive branch. And the flowers that are associated with funeral services because of their sort of cleansing ideology, the lily. And flowers that symbolize remembrance of those that have died or shed blood during wartime, poppies, red poppies. And Marvin Gaye's song, Grapevine, I heard it through the grapevine. And famous firsts, first baseball player to hit 50 homers in a season, Babe Ruth. And first woman on the Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor. First woman of color to win Best Actress, Halle Berry. I haven't seen much from her in a while. Same with Lucy Liu. What have they been up to? All right, number 4. In 1939, first president to speak on TV, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And first woman to anchor a evening news TV program, The View, 2020, etc., Barbara Walters. First author to make over $1 billion. One of only 5 self-made female billionaires, J.K. Rowling. And the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes, and the first woman to win either of the 2 respective prizes, Marie Curie. And the first national park on Earth, Yellowstone. Still haven't been. I would love to go. And number 3, I should say round 3, Lego figurines. Number 1, Ernest Hemingway. Number 2, Marcel Marceau, famous mime. Number 3, Mark Twain. Number 4, Pele. Number 5, Janis Joplin. Number 6, Nelson Mandela. Number 7, Steve Irwin. And number 8, Douglas MacArthur. So thank you all so much for joining me for another round of Saturday evening trivia at the Tualatin Public Library. Stay tuned because pretty soon I'm going to have the event information posted on our calendar and social media for our first live trivia coming on Friday the 30th. It's going to be on the final Friday of the month. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.